Hello? I hit the unmute button and then I didn't start speaking and then I remuted. Hi. Oh shit, this could be terrible. I don't remember which. Oh my god, chat. Oh, I can fix this. I'm fixing it. I'm not big on chat being on screen, but like that? Why is everyone the same color? Is that normal? I haven't done this in a minute. Hi everyone. Hello. I don't have spaghetti sauce on my face. It's been I've been really good about being prepared with my streams lately. Today was not that day because a whole bunch of shit happened in the final 45 minutes before the stream. So I had dinner late. I had everything was wrong. I'm very particular about how I like my pre-stream life to be, and it did not go according to plan. Hi, hello. I can see. I mean, I got you guys pulled up on a big screen. I've changed some things in the office, a lot that I'm going to talk about. I'm very excited. Yeah, so if I am cross with you this evening, it's the stress. It's not my heart. But also go fuck yourself. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I love you guys. You would never annoy me. Hi. I have not had a chance to decompress from the events of the past 45 minutes. So, hi, we're gonna hang out. We're gonna chill. We're gonna talk about a new series, which you can see I love this. This is great for like if I ever started doing like reacting to anything. I have my like screen and where I would be looking at the video so perfect it looks like I'm looking. So I like that. But yes. Hi everyone. Also, I'm like, if you look at the description of the video, I mentioned that it's a very, very obvious. No, stop guessing. Stop guessing. Y'all are gonna feel. I can't protect you. I can't protect you at this point because now you've publicly said that you think it's Charlie. I can't protect you. I can't save you from the embarrassment of being as wrong as you're going to be tonight. Does that look like Seth? Are y'all... I've also hyped up this series, by the way. I've talked about what series it's gonna be. And I did everything I could to make it very obvious. Nah, y'all ain't playing. Y'all ain't playing. No, I don't believe you. So we will reveal that. No, I'm convinced that you guys, some of you are trolling me for sure. 100%. 100%. Anywho, y'all can submit questions. I am happy to answer questions. No, the description says it's a beloved character. Already, it's a beloved character. It's a fucking Pokemon meme. I did everything I could. I did everything I could for you. We're not playing this game no more. Now you guys really are trolling me. So hi, hello. What a day. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm great. Not at all stressed about life. Anywho, I'm very excited to share some things with you guys. But I also have some other stuff to talk about. Yeah, so am I high? Why does this always happen? I see. Okay, wait, no, I don't see. I do see. Okay, I was like, where did it go? Thank you for the question form. I ate a bunch of spaghetti, and then I got spaghetti on my shirt, and I had to go change my shirt because because I know the anticipation is like through the roof. I'll answer a couple questions before we get going. Graham is back. Welcome back, Graham. Asked, you got a favorite band / artist? Let's go with Blue October. Blue October is always an easy answer. I do love Blue October. I like a lot of bands, and like I don't have a clear cut like, oh man, this is like #1 by a million miles, but you know. Morgan Moonlight asked, what has been the most honored you felt during your time as a content creator? Like what has a fan done or said that inspired you as a person? It's happened a couple of times, but when someone who is dealing with a chronic or even terminal illness says that my work brought them comfort and stuff, that blows my mind. It you know, to be able to be something, a source of joy or comfort for someone who's going through stuff like that is it's a big deal. It's a really big deal to me. So those are the tippity top. Faith asked how my day was. It was good. I had a great great day, actually. I didn't get everything done that I wanted to, but I've been working on the TikTok audios. I'm calling them minis because they might not just be on TikTok. I might do YouTube shorts, but YouTube doesn't reward you well enough for doing shorts. Like, you don't see a lot of growth or anything there, so I don't know if it's really worth it, because it also like clutters your channel. So I don't know. Do you make a shorts channel? It doesn't really even make sense. I don't know. So yeah, but I worked on those. Got a few more to record. I didn't get as many scripts done as I wanted to. I'm excited though, because I feel like when these get introduced, people will be compelled to do like do scripts for minis. So I'm really excited for that. If you were stranded on an island, you could only bring 2 things. What would those things be? Holy shit. I mean, I feel like I'm gonna cheat if I say like flares and like super powered like radio. And then after this, I'll do the reveal. And Malakota Lee asked, "Are there any characters you've been wanting to do for a while but haven't gotten to them yet?" I mean, here's what it boils down to. If I want to do a character, I do it. It takes a while sometimes, but if I'm really eager to do it, I just go and do it. Like, I don't wait around too much. Now there are some that I would like to, and there is someone who's gonna be making an appearance sometime soon, who I found a place for, and I'm excited to do it. So, yeah. So all right. So I've talked about this series that's coming up, and I was gonna try to have it scheduled and everything for tonight, but my lead up to all this did not allow me, because I've been running around like a chicken with my head cut off. Anywho, how do where are we at here? I don't know which one is what, but that was not it. That's it. There you go. This is the video art for the upcoming first installment of the Guzma Professor series, where Guzma catches a lab coat wearing individual sneaking around Po Town in the rain, and he calls them out for their shenanigans. They have heard rumors about him, and he has heard rumors about them. So he lets them know that whatever they think they know about him, they can throw it out the window. So it's pretty great. It is a secret lovers story. It may, now this will never be explicitly stated in the text, probably. I don't really know, but I don't anticipate it being a thing. But if you wanted to assume that this is perhaps the post story of the Galar Guzma series, that would be a valid thought. There's a reason why Guzma doesn't want anyone to know that he is engaged in shenanigans with someone. Yeah, he has a reputation. There is dialogue that occurs that I feel like, for people who are familiar with what happened there with that storyline, there's some good food there. And I don't know if yo, that one simp, you've said it a billion times. Congratulations, you made the Gacha Club version of Bittersweet. Please do not spam. Congratulations. Thank you. So I'm excited. Jackie crushed it. We got through on the editing. Very excited because we have not done a fandom thing with art really. Now this isn't like it's not a whole production like Bittersweet, nothing like that. Essentially just a single piece of art with a few expressions. But I do love it. He looks great. I'm gonna eat this up like you ate that pasta. Thank you. Yeah. I'm excited about the series in particular. But I'm excited about other things that are being worked on. I feel comfortable saying that there's some fantastic source fin stuff that will be a lot of fun. And Jackie drew the softest DILF Alphonse I could have ever imagined. Like, I immediately thought about screenshotting his expressions and posting them, but I'm gonna wait because that's a very good way to hype up the episode. So I'm excited. Yuri did not call chat anything. But yeah, I'm super excited about that. And I don't have anything to show you, and I don't want to tease it too much. But there is a character. Yo, Hearts with Lolly. What are you confused about? You keep saying you're confused, bro. Then turn off your phone, shut the computer, go fucking find some help, bro. Y'all gotta chill with spamming nonsense. Especially tonight. You guys want to know why I'm stressed? Because I thought for a moment that my gas had been turned off wrongfully, which prevented me from having my dinner when I wanted it. And I sit on the phone on hold. Actually, no, the first time I get a callback option. That's great. I love that. The link for the questions is pinned. The form is pinned at the top of the chat box. Or that. Thank you, Skella and Dusty. So after getting an emergency technician scheduled, I go and I just try to turn on the stove, and it worked. So I then try to call them back to tell them, like, hey, don't send your guy. And this time, doing the callback option, it's like, oh, we can call you tomorrow because they closed in an hour, so they wouldn't be able to promise a callback tonight. So I'm like, well, okay. I call again, and this time I wait. And I wait, and I wait. And at that point, I needed to be doing my prep for stream and to get the video scheduled and to do a billion things. And I finally get to talk to a human, and the human's like, we can't cancel the guy coming out here because it was classified as an emergency. So not only am I embarrassed that this guy's gonna come out, I now have to tell him that, hey bro, like, we're good actually, sorry that this was an emergency. Anywho, it's okay. Everything's okay. Everything is fine. So please chat. Just work with me a little. So yeah, I'm gonna leave this Guzma art up for a little bit just so you guys can appreciate how pretty he is. Stargirl asked, have you seen Stranger Things? No, I have not. And everyone's like wanting me to voice Eddie Munson, and I'm like, bro, I haven't watched the show, and I don't particularly think that I would make content for the show, because when a fandom is like that big, I'm like hesitant to go diving in, you know, like it's just too much for me. So yeah. Brooklyn says, hi, just wanted to ask, how have you been doing lately? Glad to see you getting back into the groove of YouTube and wish you the best. Thank you. What else we got? Also, yeah, chat, chill. Also, motherfucker, everybody who's like, I don't know, everybody who is besmirching Eddie, like I have seen a picture of him, and frankly, if you're gonna like talk shit about the way he looks or is, then you probably shouldn't be. Also, I googled, I do not think that Eddie is a minor. I will say that. It seems pretty well confirmed that he's like out of school and he's an adult. But anywho, I don't know anything about the show. I don't care about the show. And yes, like, stop shouting wrong things in the chat. Like, if you don't know what you're fucking talking about, he's old enough. Oh, he got held back twice and is a senior. Now, see, I don't like that. I don't like that he's in high school. I don't like that at all. But yeah, I'm not crazy about that. Besmirching, what kind of big word is that? The kind that you should Google. Who's your, guys, I'm also gonna say, I will never again seriously answer who is your favorite character that you voice. I will never answer it again, so do not ask me again. It is like asking a parent who their favorite child is a million times, and I don't know what has changed, but I get that question so much now that it hurts me inside. Because like, I've done this for 6 years. 6 years. And yes, of course, I do now have a lot more characters than I did in year one. But like, I get that question at least 5 times a week now. I don't know what's changed, and I don't know why anyone cares. Anywho, yeah, sorry if I'm a little spicy. I'm sorry if I'm a little spicy. I genuinely, it's not personal, but I do not know why people give that much of a shit. Other than, are you not doing content for my character because, are you not doing content for my favorite of yours because you don't like them? It's like, I don't know where it's coming from, basically. Oh, shit. Okay. Anon asks, will we be getting Finn content soon other than sourced Finn? Like garden variety Finn or bunny Finn? I don't like your tone. I don't like your tone. But yes, I do actually have plans to do garden variety Finn audio. But also, I just did. Okay, now I'm annoyed. Not only did I do that, like, blindfold one, that blindfold one was fire. It was hot fucking fire. And I even was like, Jackie, can you draw him in a blindfold, please? I even had Jackie go out of her way to do a thing. And this was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Like, this was recent. Okay, not 2 or 3, but it was... The most recent Finn was recent. And it was garden variety Finn. So, yeah, you can hold the fuck on and let him do magic for a little bit. Now I'm mad. No, I'm not mad. I'm playing, but also... Bubbles asked, any chance we get a hint on when the Priest OC might be coming? I'm trying to think of like a particular time. It'll be a little while because I have a lot coming up, but excuse me. I don't know. It's hard to say. But I can say, because I talked about this on Discord, I'm excited. Why is the music popping off like this? Oh god, I turned it up. Okay, that's a little better. What the fuck was I saying? Oh, I'm comfortable saying that two OCs that I've talked about for a long time. So this is not like news or anything, but Priest OC and Blacksmith OC. I'm excited because Priest OC is an older character, and Blacksmith OC is a beefy boy. Hello, Adam D. Marshmallow, who had like 20 people answer your question. The listener is whatever gender you want them to be, unless it is specified in the audio. Yo, if Adam D. Marshmallow says it again, just time him out. This is a Game Chops jam. Anywho, yeah, Blacksmith and Priest. Soon, I want to get them going before the end of the year, but I'm also gonna have Charlie going before the end of the year. Other shit. So it's like I don't want to overdo it or whatever. But I am very excited for the Blacksmith too, because like one, a beefy boy is very necessary. Like beefy sunshine energy, like just a fantastic fella. Your boy Bex said, who's that Pokemon? Now we know that it... Nick says, I love your voice in your videos. Thank you. Eden asked, if you voiced Urianger, would that make you Urianger? I mean... Yeah... Fluffy Junior plays. Oh, this is exciting. This is very exciting. I am going to be doing panels at a convention in Round Rock, Texas. I will be at, and I've posted this on Twitter, on community posts and stuff. But Colossal Con Texas is in Round Rock, Texas, just outside of Austin, Texas. And 2 of my panels got approved. I'm very excited. So Fluffy Junior Plays asked, what days will you be at a panel for the convention? Basically, and this is all tentative, right? Like they make a schedule and you know, if they have to shuffle me, they will. But on Friday night, the 18 plus panel is scheduled. It is called How I Accidentally Became an 18 plus Voice Actor. And then on Saturday at 4 in the main events room, which is like crazy, it just ended up that way. Like, I don't know them, they don't know me. But it is very nerve-wracking that it's going to be the big room. Is amateur voice acting in the age of content. And I'm very excited for both of those. I'll be answering questions, and the 18 plus one is very fun. It has a lot of shenanigans. The amateur voice acting one is a lot more informative. It's more about Q&A and stuff, and just kind of telling people like, hey, you know, there's many ways to dabble in voice acting now. It is extremely accessible. You don't have to go be a pro to have fun, basically. So yeah, very, very excited about that. And I'm hoping sorry, I like fucking drifted off into space. Hoping to do more. This is a big one, and I have not actually said this anywhere yet, but Anime Frontier in Dallas, December 2nd through 4th. For my Final Fantasy 15 loving friends, please go look at the guest list and you will go nuts. Their panels are open, so I'm gonna try very hard to get in there. They also have like influencer content creator. I don't know how that works, but you can apply and they're like, what can we do for you? And I'm like, I don't fucking know. Let me do a panel. Dusty, yes. I would love to have you down here for a bit, Dusty. That would be so much fun. But it's big. This is ran by Crunchyroll, and it's the same people who do Anime NYC. So it's a big boy, and I would love to. I want to be a regular at the Central Texas scene. I mean, that's a big scene. And I want to. Boy, if you make me go to Texas for a 4th time in the same year. Look, that guest list for Anime Frontier looks very spicy. And you know, Dead Jar Fish with Blueberry asked, do you like fish? I do like salmon. Nick says, this isn't a question, but I'm playing Pokemon as I'm watching your live. Congratulations. Crimson Ferris asked, just curious, what is your favorite part of the creative process of creating stories or characters? The way that I write and create, I think the most exciting thing for me has been the mystery and the discovery of it all. Because like when I started Bittersweet, for example, I did not know what Bittersweet was going to be, and I started writing, and I don't know why I said bittersweet like that. I didn't know what it was going to be, and as I started writing, the characters in the story like revealed itself to me, and it's magical. It is fucking magic, and I'm hooked on it like a drug. And I love telling stories and discovering these characters and and getting to share that with you guys. It brings me a ton of joy. Yeah. Went to the Galler playlist and I think there's a typo in Guzma's possessive trains his new pet. I will fix that right now, actually, because I'm here. Good looking out. I hate typos in my stuff. Search across pet. Yep, you're right. Good catch. Wow, when I was doing the renaming thing, I really did I gave up. It's just get me through this. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cinnamon asked, "What's your favorite ice cream flavor?" That's tough because I like a bunch of flavors, and usually anytime I go to get ice cream, I never know what the fuck I want. So I'm very much like a whatever I'm in the mood for type of ice cream guy. A good soft serve ice cream though, reminds me of over in the UK, they have fantastic soft serve, and I was in Ireland and I had some fucking bomb soft serve ice cream. That shit is ridiculous. They put not a chocolate straw, but it is straw shaped. I don't really know how to explain it, but Raven Roseglaive. That is a fucking metal name. That is such a good name. That is a future D&D character's name. What's your favorite if it fits I sits moment with the cats? That's hard to say. Mostly because there have been so many that oh, I will say, if you've been on TikTok and have seen Mochi in the ramen shop thing that I built for him, he immediately got in there and was like, "This is mine. This is mine, Dad. Hey, I got your ramen, Dad. I serve it right up to you, Dad." And that was that brought me a great deal of joy. Veronica Barbosa asks, "Have you had a song stuck in your head recently?" Yeah, a couple of them. I listened to Tired of Winning, Ships in the Night by Nothing More. Fantastic fucking song, and a huge inspiration song for a D&D character of mine. Speaking of D&D, it fits a lot of the themes of the story and the character himself. Dang. But also Bad Things by I Prevail. That has been stuck in my head. But the thing is, not the whole song. It's literally the worst part where it's "The devil is real and I'm caught in his grip." It's the most dumb, edgy part of the song. But it's a good song, I guess. Rosie asked, what did you have with your spaghetti? I had garlic toast. Hush Bowman, first, have you eaten in the past 24 hours? Well, I guess I answered that. Secondly, is this a beloved character from early generations or more recent ones? Oh, this was before I did the reveal, but yeah. Your name Yash says these nuts. Got him. You got me. Just straightforward with it. Gothic Dead asked, how do you feel about YuuriVoice fictives and cosplays? It's cool. I've seen a lot of cosplays, not a ton of fic for my stuff, which is kind of wild, because like some people write the shit out of fic for like ASMR roleplay, but I don't know. What is your favorite holiday? From Lou LOL. For Christmas probably, or Thanksgiving. That food is pretty good. Do you like beans? If so, what type? From Polars. I mean, I don't like any particular spoon. Chat's talking about hearing spoons in the background. Yes, that I do believe that is someone with a bowl and a spoon. That's what it sounds like. My microphone picks up all the things. Luna Love asked, who's your favorite character to voice and why? Limbo asked, what's the reason you got into slash started voice acting? A hobby. I got into it 3 things probably. It was a crazy like intersection of a few things all happening at once. I had done a Guzma, ironically, parody before YuuriVoice existed and before I did any voice anything. The Sun and Moon trailer came out and I saw this stinky man and said, I want to do his voice of him reacting to the trailer. And I did that. But that was it. And then Yuri on Ice came out and I really got into Yuri on Ice. I was hesitant to get into it, but then I did and I loved it. And then at the same time, I was making lewd noises on the internet just to see what people thought, and I was getting a very positive response. That was on a very old, just a personal blog, just putting it out on Tumblr for shits and giggles, and people liked it. So I said, why don't I combine these things? And I made a Yuri Kotsky voice blog. So for those of you who somehow never got the memo, that's why I'm YuuriVoice. No, the Yuri on Ice movie didn't get canceled. It's just in like production hell. But yes, one day we'll get the thing. Maybe. Yeah, so that's what got me started. It's funny because I never wanted to voice act. I was very self-conscious about my voice, even my speaking voice. I thought people would be weird to me. I wasn't confident in my voice. But it's crazy what being a thirsty weeb will do to you. This tune kind of goes crazy. Not Y'all are trolling me 100%. This is listen, tinfoil hat time. The people asking me who my favorite character to voice, y'all are trolling me 100%. I'm convinced now. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. I don't believe it. I don't. This is inorganic. This is inorganic. I will not address it again. You fuckers. Oh, to be fair, this one says voiced or made. So you get like a half a point for being slightly different, but Kayla Sades asked, if you had to pick a character to live with you and the cats, who would you pick? Shit, I don't know, man. Like, how... I don't know. And like, how brazenly thirsty for my own characters am I gonna reveal myself to be? Here's the thing. Alphonse is just another me. Like, his humor, his shenanigans, that's very me. So like, I don't want... I mean, he's fine though. No, and he's taller than me. I don't like that. I'd be a little intimidated. He's very tall. So he's 6'2". Do not spam the chat asking how fucking tall he is. Finn is a great option because I feel like he would be a great housemate. Like, not only is he cute and sweet and a good boy, he's probably very helpful. Like, he probably cooks, he probably cleans, he probably does all that shit. So maybe Finn. Azurine lives. My friend wrote me into this. Why should I stay? Are you fucking 12? Like, you shouldn't be here. I would say if you feel like sending an ask like that is cute, you are probably lacking in all the things that... There you go. Your friend got you roped into getting picked on. Gao Yuko asked, are you planning to dye your hair again? I'm very torn. So literally the Thursday before the con next month, I'm getting my hair done, and I don't know if I should, since like it's gonna be fresh and it's gonna look fucking immaculate. It's like, do I pop off? Do I pop off and go like vibrant again, or do I'm really tempted just to dye my hair back brown because I'm growing it out and I don't like the two-tone isn't really gonna work as it grows out, I don't think. So I don't know, we'll see. Oh, I love the song. Fuck. Yo, wait for it to go crazy. It sounds like the new Drake album. Wait for it. This is a vibe, bro. I tried. Leon! Exclamation point. So it's like, Leon! Leon. Hello. Love your audios. And will we ever see Jack again? I have plans for Jack. I have plans for Jack. I do. And he's not even on that list of upcoming art, Jackie. I will put Jack on the list. I will put him in the list. Jack matters a little. I gotta learn to never look this way. I hate my profile. Like, never under any circumstance do I look that way. This way, fine. This way, fine. Up, down, all around, but never that way. Rosie asked, favorite game you've played this year? What have I played this year? Has something come out this year that I've liked? Yo. I don't know. I don't know, but I do know that we are going to be playing, or rather Alphonse. It's got Cootie. Oh, Cootie. Is that my big boy? Oh, Stray. We're gonna play Stray. I do want to play. Come here. Oh, hi, Toshi. Alphonse will be playing Stray soon, and the Quarry we will do. Probably we might just wait for October at this point. But doing Stray will be a lot of fun. As Alphonse, especially, like, it's gonna be ridiculous. So, Jackie Mackey 101 asked, "Have you ever received fan art?" Yes. I mean, if you look at the YuuriVoice tag on Twitter, it's popping off with fan art. I've also received physical fan art at my PO box. Yeah. So. Synado asked, I had messed up. I meant, what's your favorite Pokemon character? Oh. Synado was the last person who had asked what my favorite character voice was. And then in between the time that they sent that and the time that they sent this one, I must have went on my rant. Synado, it is okay. It is okay. You don't have to feel bad. I don't want people to feel bad. It's just, I do get that question a lot, and it's strange because it's like, it's not strange that people want to know. Like, I do understand, like, it's a fine question. It is weird that after 6 years, suddenly in the past like 2 months, I get that question. Like, if I do a Q&A on Instagram, I at least get it 3 times. On Tumblr and in here, like, we can go back because we have the whole list. If we like Control F'd favorite character, I guarantee you we would find over 100. It would be asked over 100 times, and usually multiple times a stream. Anywho, they said, sorry, I had messed up. I meant what you ain't gotta lie, Synado. You ain't gotta lie. It's okay. I had meant, what's your favorite Pokemon character? I'm so sorry if I made you uncomfortable. It's okay. It's okay. You're not in trouble. I'm not mad at you. My favorite Pokemon character. I mean, it's gotta be Guzma, right? Like, I fucking love Guzma. Like, there's not even a competition. It's definitely him. And I know that's kind of a boring answer, but yeah. Official Soap Dispenser asked, how did you get into doing character audios? And I feel like I answered that with the how did you get started doing audios? But yeah, YuuriVoice, man. I will say this. So like the deep lore is that I did random noises, no characters or anything. But then someone, I believe anonymously asked, like, would you ever do Peter Parker? And of course, like, my brain defaults to an adult Peter Parker because I grew up with an adult Peter Parker, and Peter Parker has been an adult for a long time. He has also been a youth, but it was one of those characters where, like, you say he's an adult, it is very reasonable to accept that he's an adult. So it's like, yeah, I could do a Peter Parker thing. And the voice that I did for him was essentially my soft boy voice. Not as like delicate, but it is the voice that I ended up using for YuuriVoice. And that was how I got to where I got. I was very scared to try other characters, but I did. Seeing Guzma again, I had almost like forgotten that I was so hyped about Guzma specifically, because I even made a Guzma blog. Favorite character specifically, and there are 30 entries. 30 entries across every live stream is that's not so bad. But that's just one specific phrasing of it, though. So, yeah. The Rat Snack says, hi, I hope your day's going well. I want to ask, who is your favorite Stardew Bachelor or Bachelorette if you've played? Oh, yeah. I have played. Alphonse was actually my Stardew character. I never, and this sucks to say for a game that I've put as many hours into as I have Stardew Valley, none of the bachelors or bachelorettes stood out to me. Like, they're fine. Like, Sebastian's fine. Shane is fine. I really liked Leah. Leah was actually, I think, the first one that I ever romanced. I liked her story. It was very cool. And actually, Leah's, if you support her doing her art show, actually, in a way, inspired Dilf Alphonse's Listener, how they have a shop here in the town, and it's art and like crafts from local artists and stuff. Yeah. Barista Boy asked, what's the next hair color? I never did really answer that. So you see the way that it looks very silver in this particular lighting, and this hair did not turn out how it was supposed to. It's a very light blue right now. And when she went to dye my hair, I think whatever we had been using in the previous dyes did not play nicely with whatever color she used to mix what was supposed to be a dark bluish gray, and it just did not take. So she was like, what the fuck? And she got some of the other stylists to come like check her work and stuff, and then they figured it out, and they're like, okay, well, we can dye it again, and hopefully we can get it to darken. And it washed out in like 2 washes. Like, it did not stick. This stuck, and I don't hate it. That's the thing. It's like, I don't hate it, but I was already, if I wanted to go colorful, I was going to go pink. And I don't think it's going to look great for very long, because I'm growing my hair out again. We're going to start trimming accordingly, and I'm not going to take any length off for a long time. And I don't think I'm going to like, if I did my whole head is the issue. I don't think I'm going to like that. Now, if I go natural and grow my hair out, I definitely think I could do like a strip or do like an under layer. I could do all kinds of cool stuff. But in the growth process, I just don't know. I just don't know if I want to do that. If I did do colorful, I would do pink, and I'm really tempted to do pink for the con. But like, shit, what if something goes wrong again? I mean, I'm terrified in general. I'm like, fuck, you know, I don't want to fuck that up. Ryan asks, how has Ulrich's rehash been going, or has it been shelved again? It has not been shelved. It has not been shelved. Charlie Mason asked, what do you think of Guzma? I feel like I probably answered that now. Angelic asked, will there be like funny moments in Bittersweet? Kind of. I think I understand what you're asking. Yes. My hope is that whenever all of the tension and stuff has passed, I'm very excited to do what is like a, I don't want to just say slice of life, because the stuff has a purpose for the plot and the character development and stuff. It's not just like little windows into their lives, but I think important windows into their lives, showing them hoping to get back to normal, and them figuring out what they are and what their futures look like, stuff like that. I'm excited to do that, and I do think there's a lot of room for humor there, because I do think that compared to chapter 2, which it was emotional, there were a lot of moments of levity, like when they bring home pizza and they're joking about Animal Crossing and stuff. Like, it's a good time. And I think I'm looking forward to that, because not only fluff is great, and I think it'll be a nice, soothing, fun, just enjoyable thing, because I do love that about Bittersweet 2. Like, with the trio, I enjoy all of that. That's fantastic. So I think there's still a lot of emotional beats to hit, but it doesn't have to be like the stakes are through the roof and we're scared that someone's gonna die. And that's been great. Chapter 3 has been a roller coaster. I have enjoyed it. But I think if chapter 3 has been a big bombastic side quest, I want this to be like a warm, toasty blanket of good vibes. Even if there is sadness, not necessarily sadness, but I think obviously we're gonna have to deal with the fallout of what happens in chapter 3, and then dealing with a lot of stuff has been brought up, right? Like, Alphonse talked about his parents. Seth didn't realize in chapter 3 episode 2, he didn't realize how it was making Alphonse feel that Seth was acting kind of hesitant about checking up on his mom. When Alphonse said, if I knew it would give me one more moment with my parents, blah 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 blah, he essentially saying like he would do anything, he would destroy anyone in his way if it meant that he could let them know that he loved them again. And that's something that Alphonse hasn't talked about. That's not something that he likes to bring up. And, you know, so maybe there is room for not just Seth to get some healing, but Alphonse too, to address things that, you know, he hasn't gotten into. Because with everything that's happened now, it's like, well, the band-aid's ripped off, and if we're going, we might as well go. So yeah, but also the like soft stuff too. Like, I think having Thea, I think having periods where, I mean, think about this. Like, let's say everyone gets home safe and things return to something resembling normal. You know, they went through a huge stressful thing together. This is like, now they're like, if before they were like in each other's spheres, now they are like this after going through all this. So exploring, like, what is that like? Is that weird? There's a lot of good stuff to get to. And the nice thing about that is it's not going to be a whole production like Chapter 3 has been. These will be like 1 or 2 or 3 shots per episode with an emphasis on like expression shifts and smaller moments, you know. I think that'll be a good time. And I think people will appreciate it too, because like a lot of people have loved the drama and the stress and the tension. And a lot of people have loved some of the developments in the later part of the chapter. But like a lot of people kind of just want their comfort characters to be comfort characters for a little bit. And I think that's okay. And I think I have a good grasp of how we can do that and also further their character development and the plot of these 3 characters together. So Nix asked, what are the characters' pronouns? So all my characters are he, him. And it's not that I'm not interested in writing characters who identify differently. I think being he, him, myself, feels like it's not my place, even though I have said this before, but Faust is a bit of my own exploration of gender through my art. And I don't even necessarily feel comfortable or safe to do that, because I don't know how people will take that. So I'm not gonna push it, I guess. And it'd be different if I was, you know, writing a piece of fiction that I wasn't also portraying these characters as personally, you know? Like, obviously, you know, it's been really nice with Bittersweet Chapter 3 being able to write Jessie. It's a shame that one of the first women that I've publicly written is questionable, but you know, it's nice to do something different sometimes. But yeah. Thu, you do a wonderful job as Jessie, and one day I would love to get you to voice a character that is not the mom of the year. Retro, this is in reference to me saying that the Guzma Professor series could be viewed as a bit of an epilogue or a big time skip for Galler Guzma. You know, this one says, you better not break our goddamn hearts like last time. I intend for the Guzma Professor series to be a very fun, very Mochi was being bad. You know, I don't anticipate a bunch of drama. I do think that when we meet Guzma in the Professor series, I think for those who don't know about how I thought that the Underground Champion / Galar Guzma story was going to go. Essentially, 1, 2, skip a few, Guzma goes on a rampage and fights Leon, and surprise, Team Skull is there to bring him home. Basically, my thought was that Piers was going to take a genuine liking to Guzma, have a meeting with Leon and say, you shouldn't fight him. This guy, he's ready to tear things up and he doesn't care, like, you know, if he fucks his whole life up because he's so angry and has this grudge against the Galar region. And Piers takes it upon himself to get Team Skull to come get their boy. And they do. And, you know, Guzma's sad and heartbroken, and his family comes and brings him home. So when we meet this Guzma, hypothetically, I'm not comfortable saying that it is a direct sequel. I am saying that it helped set the tone for how Guzma is in this series. It helped give me a starting point with him, and that starting point is he is closed off, and there are a few lines from him where he's projecting, and you can tell. And if you remember the Galar series and the Underground Champion series, you'll know that he's projecting. Because our professor that we meet, the listener, has been traveling to different regions. And Guzma has learned about the arrival of a new professor and their team who are researching. And he has a line about how this professor has been going from region to region. And he says it like he weaponizes it, like they're going and taking something from these different regions and then just leaving after they've gotten what they want. It is so, for people who know the story, they will recognize that's the tell that this is that Guzma. And I don't want to make a big fuss about it. I don't want to say, oh, this is the big sequel to that series that you hated. I don't want to say that. But if you were ever curious what would have happened to him, he is hurt still, but he's comforted by having Team Skull. And the reason this is a secret lover story is because he doesn't want them to know that he's seeing anyone, because he's scared that a thing that we never got to touch on that was going to be a core element of Guzma's story in that series is that he was so terrified of being abandoned, he abandoned the people who cared about him. That he was so scared and he was so dependent on that listener that he went to the Galar region with, that he left Team Skull behind. He left behind, you know, people who loved him enough to come to the Galar region just to bring him home. And, you know, I see it super clear, like, whatever the main big city with the Ferris wheel is in Sword and Shield, you know, it's in ruins, and, you know, the dust settles, and Guzma's there fucking all fucked up because he was gonna get, like, physically fucked up too. And then, you know, there's Piers with Team Skull, and it was like Piers is last act as his pet, essentially, because that dynamic was going to be there. But his last effort to do something for Guzma was to get in touch with them and say, hey, your boy, no pun intended, your boy is hurting, and you got to come bring him home because he's going to get into trouble he can't get out of. So I think, you know, without making it a big deal or like making it canon that in this story all this happened, I don't want to do all that. But if you wanted to, you could, and that is an absolutely valid reading, and it helped inform my decisions on that. So yeah. Bubbles asked, how many installments of Guzma are you planning? It's hard to say. I have I can't remember how much of his I have outlined. It's not super plot heavy. It's just like, hey, let's hop and skip from spicy scenarios from one to the next to the next to the next to the next. And if a plot blossoms out of that, then cool. I just wanted an excuse to use some cool ass art for Guzma and kind of get people interested in a storyline with him. So okay. What else do we got? Audent said, if you had to choose one boy to keep if they all ever had to get deleted, who would be at the top of your most likely list? I mean, that is a very sad thought. Probably Alphonse. I feel like Alphonse as a standalone has the most solo interest. Not that the boys don't all get their time in the sun, but Alphonse has seemed to be the one that people like latched onto, like the broadest amount. Like, there's people who like most of the characters. There's people who like, oh, these are a couple of my favorites. And there's some that like only like Alphonse, but I feel like Alphonse has the biggest overlap all around. So yeah, I couldn't get rid of Alphonse. I don't like the thought of getting rid of anybody, but yeah. Jay is a simp asked, could I tag you in my Alphonse cosplay on TikTok? I'm waiting on the white pants, but I got the rest of it. Yeah, feel free. A lot of people TikTok, Twitter tag me in their stuff. Hopefully I'll see it. Sometimes TikTok just doesn't show me. Sometimes I do go look through the tags occasionally, or rather the hashtag, to see what's up. But yeah. Faith asked, what's your personal favorite ship dynamic? I mean, I have so many favorites, but I did see a tweet today with a very cute picture that was like Cinnamon Roll Softy and Big Scary, who is misunderstood, and it was very cute. And I sent it to Jackie and I said, yo, I gotta get me one of these. So in particular, like, I want to have a big scary monster who's actually soft, but does not turn into a human, doesn't have a different form. He is a creature. Like, I think the transformation trope is fine, but I also think that a big scary monster is just a valid thing in general. No, I think Big Red is he's got too much himbo for me to feel like he's big scary. No, I don't think Lucian is big scary. He's kind of an idiot. But yeah, I think no, Big Red is more of a he's such a fish out of water character, and he's also very humanoid. Like, just having horns doesn't make him big scary. Yeah, and like my thought is that this creature, he's not actually big scary. Like, unless you've done him wrong or have broken something that he has a code for, he's not. He's more like a misunderstood monster. And listener would be like the one person who gets him. I think for Big Scary, I think making him a bit more sophisticated might be the way. That does sound very Beauty and the Beast, right? It does sound very Beauty and the Beast. The only thing is that he doesn't turn into a prince. But I think I have a few ideas, and I want to let Jackie like run free with creature design. I think that'd be cool. Let's see. Retro says, I want to tell my own stories with my own characters, but I have no idea how to start. Any tips? I think you have to figure out which building block you want to do first. So character, world, or plot. I can't remember. I watched someone do a talk on how they decide what they're going to start working on. And those are the three like core, like when you start to formulate an idea for a story, it's either the character inspires it, the plot beats inspire it, or the world inspires it. So you have to find what you're going to latch onto first. It's kind of like how so we can talk about Bittersweet. So Alphonse existed outside of Bittersweet for a while and served as kind of the building blocks, but it was all very vague and not cohesive to a plot. And I had the idea, so we're talking about Bittersweet here. So I had the idea for a character. So I started with character. And that character was to serve as a bit of a foil and, importantly, a rival to Alphonse. So, you know, I had this vague idea. It's like, I want a more grounded type of character, someone who's very, his color palette is more chocolate than taffy. I want a guy who's, you know, I don't know, just he's very, in a particular way, different from Alphonse. And, you know, and then I started writing. I'm like, okay, so this character, and he was just gonna show up and antagonize Alphonse. He was gonna spook Alphonse. He's a person from his past. That's why Alphonse is spooked. And I'm, you know, I keep building from there, and it's like, okay, so, you know, Alphonse is worried that his past is going to make listener feel different about him. And how can this Seth character begin to affect the relationship with Seth or with Alphonse and listener? And, you know, I'm sitting there writing and I'm like, da da da, the past. Oh, Alphonse is calling. He's scared. And then I just had this light bulb moment of Alphonse and Seth were together. And that's this extra layer on top of Alphonse being scared about his past. He's scared because Seth is back. It's not just a rival, it's someone he loved. And so when you find something to latch onto like that, so like when I latched onto Seth, Bittersweet started to explode and grow and transform into something that I didn't know it even could be. So sometimes you just have to find the right, it's like chemicals, right? Sometimes you just have to find, you know, you have a couple of chemicals and then you add this one and it transforms it into something else. So it's hard to tell you where to start if you want to tell a story, but you know, just finding out what you can sink your teeth into. Social Lightning, favorite horror movie? 7 probably. K-Cat asks, any tips on fighting writer's block? Fuck, bro. I got no good tips, but I wish you luck. Holy shit, there's a lot of questions. I'm gonna start trying to go faster. I did not think there would be that many questions. I'm also gonna skip questions like how tall are all of your characters? I will not be answering height questions. Wisp of Thought said, can you give us a clue on the old character you're bringing back? I feel like now there has been a clue in the stream. Okay, Boo Like a Ghost asked if VTuber Alphonse was gonna finish his Legends Arceus run. Probably not. I'm kind of over it. What the fuck am I even reading? Death Melody in all caps says, okay, I know this is like Anne Coman for you, but I kind of want a mean, oh wait, a mean ass listener audio. Like I want a listener that has a gun behind their back, one with anger issues, a lit, and then it cuts off and I do not feel like fixing it. I mean, a antagonistic listener is not a bad idea, but trying to, people are gonna get really confused is the issue. Oh, that fixed it. Thank you. One with anger issues, a listener that don't play, or an jealous/protective listener. I don't know. I mean, I think where that could be done is like, if a villainous character had a listener, and then that listener interacted with a different character. Maybe, but I feel like that's when it starts to get really confusing. So, yeah, I don't know. Can we what? Okay. D's nuts. No, wait, hold on. D's nerds. What's your thought on the new Seth series? So that's been written by Spiny Dogfish. I'm loving it. It's a good time. It's just a wholesome, straightforward AU. It's good. Like it's just a solid. It's just a solid little series of audios. So I'm enjoying it. Auden asked, will we ever get a Charlie X listener audio? Yes, I have a whole plot outlined. We just got to get through the end of chapter 3 of Bittersweet. New asked, was making this new series connected to the Galar Guzma series a hard choice to make? Responses to Galar Guzma were polarizing, to say the least, and I'm curious if this is the safest way to continue that story without risking the same response. So, the thing is, I did not intentionally do it, but what I found, since I knew I wanted to make a series of Guzma Professor, because like we've done the audio for Guzma and Professor actually was inspired by a different Guzma audio that I did, which was supposed to just be a one-off thing, but I was like, hey man, this Guzma and a Professor thing kind of slaps. I can actually work with that. I'm actually inspired to go do something about that. And as I was writing, this is what I mean when I say that, like, sometimes you discover as you go. I started writing it, and the idea was Guzma meets a professor sneaking around Po Town at night, and you know, Guzma's like, what the fuck are you doing? And then I'm like, well, what? As I'm writing, I'm realizing, like, okay, so we assume that the professor has heard about Guzma. Why have they heard about Guzma? Like, why are they coming to Po Town to, like, see him and see if rumors are true and stuff like that? And I'm like, okay, well, Guzma has definitely heard about this professor. And as I'm, like, trying to build this dynamic where he's a little antagonistic towards them, but not mean. He's not, like, he's defensive. He's a little more defensive. And you know, it's how he, hi honey, what are you doing? Oh, big boy, you gonna lay down? You just gonna put your butt in there? Oh, there he goes. Oh, and then he leave. Okay, bye-bye. Cootie, what are you doing? Hey. What? No, you're... No. Oh, my God. Go on. Over here. Come on. There you go. You can lay down right there. Good boy. Yeah, give me your tummy. Okay. All right. So as I started to put together, like, how these characters were going to interact and why they would interact in a certain way, it became very convenient for perhaps perhaps this professor has heard about Guzma even before they came to Alola. And I was like, Perhaps they have. So it wasn't a hard choice, because the issue with these characters that I've done so many audios for, the issue is that I get fucking bored of them. It's like, Guzma's great. That's why I made so many audios. But, you know, if I don't have something to sink my teeth into, it's like, I don't know. It's a lot harder for me to get excited about creating the content. It's hard for me to get excited about writing, about investing in doing cool artwork for a series. And when, you know, these light bulbs started going off, I wasn't worried about the implications of, is that a cheeseburger in the background with Mimikyu? That is Appleton. He is an apple pie dragon. His face is a little covered up by the, see, he got an apple on his head, and then he got a little face, and then he got a big old body over there. Bro, Guzma's old enough. He runs a gang. No, there is no canonical age. Stop. I promise to fucking God. It's as bad. It's so bad. Y'all. No, stop. Stop. Don't play a fucking guessing game with his age. There's no canonical age. He's a fucking man. Jesus Christ. What the heck? He's so old. I just said stop guessing. You literally have no fucking clue. I promise. I promise. My soul hurts. Graham asked, can we get more money audios? Tom Nook? What do you mean? Yo, this is just like, I have too many questions. We're not doing this. Oracle asked, will we be getting Charlie content anytime soon? Not, I would not say soon, but with Bittersweet Chapter 3 trying to get wrapped up in September, perhaps end of September, perhaps October, for sure. Official Soap Dispenser, asked, what made you change Seth's voice in the camp series? I don't think changed is the right word. His accent's just thicker. I think it helps differentiate Bittersweet Seth and this Seth. I don't know. To me, it doesn't. It just feels like he's leaned into his the southern side of his accent a bit. Lola Love asked, hope you're doing well. Is there going to be any new Oron or Faust audios? Not yet. So Oron is on ice until Chapter 3 concludes as well. And then Faust, I do have ideas for. I have ideas for Faust. I just have to figure out when I'm going to do it and kind of like what I'm doing there. Bon.exe asked, did you play Stray? No, but Alphonse will be playing it in a couple weeks. W Love asked, do you think there's a possibility you might film your panels either this con or in the future and upload them? Asking as a person sadly very far from Texas. Yeah, I will probably record and do like a highlight video or little snippets. That is probably a safe bet. Mochi Panda Cosplay asks, so can storyteller Finn see the other versions of himself in their own worlds since he's got portals, or if that's what they are? I will say that Source Finn has never watched the other Finns. To what he's experienced, that is him going there. So he hasn't kept an eye after he's left. If that makes any sense. There's more clarity for that planned, but it's hard to explain. Because the only way that you get over there is by dying, unless you have the magical access that Finn does. And Finn has been a bad boy and has broken his own rules. Faith asked, what's the likelihood of you coming up to the Midwest for a con? So traveling outside of my local area is harder because I'm not a guest, and I don't think I'll ever be a guest at a big con. Never say never, but it's just not in the plans to like go out of my way to go. Otaku Maniac 001 asked, hello, any interest in going to San Japan this year? Love all the stuff you and Team YuuriVoice put out. Yeah, I do think I will be going to San Japan. That is in the cards. I wish I had prepared my panel submissions and sent it to Colossal Con and had it ready before the San Japan deadline closed. And then by the time that I thought, oh, hey, I should try San Japan, they were closed. And they have a very firm, like, don't you send us anything after the submission period is closed. And, you know, I respect that. Like, I'm not gonna do that. But I will just go. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't finish my thought. Jada-san asked, just really want to know if I'm seeing right. Is that a Guzma drawing in the background? Yes. So back in the day, rather than thumbnails, I used to use these promo pictures for when I would post, oh, there's a new audio, and that would be the picture. Yeah. Gothic Dead. 2 questions. Have you watched Fairy Tail? I think you would really like it. And one of the characters... Wait. Too cute. You only gave me 1 question. You would really like one of the characters, Gajeel. He's a big, strong boy, and it's my special interest, so I am biased. Many years ago, Gajeel was also my favorite boy. Gajeel and Levy. That is Cinnamon Roll and Big Scary. Literally that one. Before Gajeel, I had a Naruto OC who could turn his body to metal. Oh, so this is second question. Got you. Okay. And I did not know that Gajeel existed. So when I met Gajeel, I was very happy. He's great. I love him. He's a fucking idiot, and he's angry and loud. Oh, there were two tips came in forever ago. I'm so sorry. Madame Macaron tipped $10 and said, "Thank you for existing. I've been stuck in the house because I had surgery on my arm, so I binged so many of your videos. Big love to you." Thank you. And also, get well soon. Spiny donated $5 and said, "Sending good vibes, Yuri." Thank you. Plus Ultra Otaku, sorry I couldn't send a tip, but the Guzma art is looking good. My question is, will you let your hair grow out? Yeah, so we've talked about my hair a bit this stream. Yeah, I am gonna grow it out. I miss the long hair now, which this is the cycle that I go through. Is I will grow my hair out for probably 2 years. It gets long. I start to have probably 4 or 5 gobs of hair in the shower every time I shower, and I get sick of it and I cut my hair. That is the cycle, but I do love my long hair. I think I have fantastic fucking hair, and I look very good with long hair, so it's probably about that time again. I've been enjoying my hair like this, but no, it's time. It's time. Ryan asked, have you been keeping up with your boy juice and any other meds? Yes, I have. I've been very good about my meds and my vitamins and everything. Actually had blood work done the other day. That was a fucking... It was a whole ordeal. I don't want to get into it. But, it's actually too high now. So I'm going to be taking a step back on the amount that I'm using. And, yeah, but I feel pretty good. Crush on Me asked, what is your most, and goddamn, I mean most favorite food? Fuck, that's so hard. How do you even pick a favorite food? Like, excuse me. I feel like I don't fucking know, dude. Like if it's based on like what is my most usual favorite food, like it's pizza. But like even then, like is it that much better than something else that I also enjoy? No. I think I think it depends on like who's cooking it and what meal it is, cuz like I had some home cooked fried chicken once from someone who fucking knows how to cook some fried chicken, and the fixins were all good, and that was one of my favorite meals I ever had. Sometimes I'm just craving like a good like fajita style chicken and steak. Like I don't even need the fajita, I just want meat done like that. I went to it was a Brazilian barbecue place in Amsterdam. And the way that a traditional Brazilian barbecue place works is like you order meat until you drop. And these meats were grilled and like it was so good. It just blew my mind. Yeah, so I don't know. It's tough. Dean says, hey, I would love to start doing some casual slash for fun ASMR character roleplay. And I was wondering what you would recommend as a platform to use. Also, which programs do you use to create your content? Thank you for being so inspiring. So, I mean, YouTube works. Like, YouTube sucks, don't get me wrong. But YouTube, out of every spot, I do think if you want to, like, I know you're just saying for fun, but if you want to grow, getting involved on TikTok is good too. Obviously, creating videos, you're then doubling your work because the format has to fit a vertical format and stuff. But, yeah, YouTube works. Like, the audience is out there. The audience is out there, and if you, I would say, read about SEO and best practices for titling and descriptions and all that, because that matters. And I use Audacity. It's a free program. It does everything that you need it to do. It's very user-friendly. It's super straightforward. I've tried to move on to more professional, editing software and stuff. And look, the fact is, the best, and this is, I believe it was Benjamin Diskin who said this in a video, and he was so fucking right. The best audio program for you to use is the one that you know. Because I spent a day trying to learn a new program, and I just got angry and frustrated, and I was a mess trying to figure it out. And the thing is that'll slow down your productivity cycle and everything. So, like, it's hard to fucking go wrong with Audacity. Free is a great price. Other than that, I do run through a Go XLR rig with my microphone. I hardly use any of these effects. This is for chat. I've been really unhappy with Big Red's voice lately. The effects are really grating on my ears, and I don't really know what's different other than I'm editing with headphones on more often. I didn't always do that because but it's bothering me, and I'm very upset. Very upset that I'm unhappy with it. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that other than just suck it up and get good. Is your username I love Girlwood? So I support it. Am I reading it right? GRL Wood. I'm just curious. Hey, no, me too. Like, I ain't mad at it. But that is hilarious. That is not what I expected to read. Pan Mess asks, if you could have any animal for a pet, what would you choose? P.S. You are killing me with the wait times on this stuff. Do you mean answering your question? Because I'm sorry, I don't know what to say. I have the pets that I want. I've got 4 cats with Toshi here that I adore. So I'm set. Brooklyn says, hey, sorry for the other question, but I just want to know, do you have any personal headcanons about your characters? Thing is that they are my characters, so if I have a headcanon, probably is canon. No, your name's great. Don't worry about it. Finn the Cottagecore Boy asked, if you had to choose an anime, what would be your favorite? I think even after all this time, it's still Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Hex Lazarus says, do you have time to talk about our Lord and Savior Enharmonia? I don't know him. I tried to Black and White, right? I tried to play Black and White on ROMs a million years ago, and it was beyond me. Fandom Lover 123. I just really want to hear about Oron. Is his audios well? Do you mean are his audios good? I think his audios are good. Also, I won't read that part aloud, but I literally don't even remember what you're talking about. So it sounds like you said something silly one time and I called you out, but it wasn't that serious. So we're cool, bro. One Edgy Cinnamon Roll asks, what's your favorite song band? Let's go with I Want to Come Back Home by Blue October. Nix asks, can you make a video where listener cuddles Alphonse and Seth? Yeah, I feel like I'll be able to do that. Aww. Gingy Gal said, not really a question, but knew it would get seen this way. I've been a long-time listener back before Tumblr went bust, and wanted to thank you for everything, and I have so loved seeing your content grow and all the fantastic work you've done. The work you put into Bittersweet is so apparent, and it's amazing stuff. Thank you again, and have a lovely evening. You have a lovely evening. What the fuck? That's sweet. I always love hearing from people who have been around, because like if you've been around since the Tumblr days, like you've been in the trenches with me then. Like you've seen all the stuff that I've gone through growing as a creator and seeing like things. Sorry, I'm responding to something important. No, it's okay. I was keeping an eye out for this. All right, so y'all are, I'm not even acknowledging questions that are questions that will not get repeated again. Ari asked, hi, do you have tips for writing difficult scenes, like a scene that has you stuck in place? The best advice I ever got was that if you're stuck on, you know, like you said, like you're stuck on the next part of your story, go write something past it. Go write whatever you feel like you can write. If you get into that cycle of like, you're stuck on this part, and it's like, I need this part though. This is the next part. It doesn't have to be. Just go write the next thing, and then come back when you get fresh eyes. Sometimes skipping that and writing whatever the next thing is can help you unlock whatever's stuck on that one part. Or, you know, just getting fresh eyes. You know, you work on something else, you go do something else, and you take a deep breath. And sometimes you get too married to the idea of what you think this next thing is supposed to be. And you just need to take a couple steps back and say, all right, well, what if the scene did play out differently? What if something, you know, is different? It helps. Let's see. Peachy asks, when writing Bittersweet or any other series, really, how do you like to plan out the plot? Like, do you have a format or a certain structure that you stick to, or is this something else? So I do a lot of mental thinking about the story. I'll put it to you this way. When I'm like, when I just look like that. Did you changed your name from I love, what was it, like Girl Wood? You changed your name because I see your icon and you're asking the same question. I always kind of have that like half cocked grin. I don't know. That's just the vibe that I give off. So I do a lot of mental thinking. Oh, I was gonna say, when I'm like obsessed about a story or a character, I do so much daydreaming, especially when I drive. When I drive, I throw on music that I'm into and I just fantasize. That's where so much of what I've come up with has all, like Priest OC, I came up with him while I was driving. And I shouted about it. It was amazing. Other characters, you know, I will just, I'll get so many steps ahead of where I'm at right now. It helps me think big picture. Now when it comes to like, a good example would be Charlie's upcoming thing, the Dilf Alphonse thing, and Guzma. I outlined it basically episode by episode without getting too detailed, just so I have it's kind of like lily pads, right? I know where I'm going to leap to. Don't necessarily know every single detail, but I have a general idea, like I'm going here, then here, then here, then here. This is where a Patreon audio can be. This is where some special artwork could be. So on and so forth. So I just get an idea. It encourages me to do at least a little planning, so having some loose outlines, but I don't get super into it. So excuse me. Chat, why are you being weird? Let's see. Zinneman says, we all know that Finn has an Android, but what phone do the other boys have? Is that confirmed? Android phone confirmed? would it be if how chaotic would it be if Alphonse and Seth had a karaoke night with their boo? Probably pretty chaotic. Do your boys have any hobbies that they feel they need to hide, or are they fairly open books? Oron is not, this is so funny. Oron is not very forthcoming about his hobbies. And oh, well, one, Talk Floral isn't necessarily canon, but also bro, get fucked, Desha. How about that? Listen to the fucking mods. Don't be an idiot. Like, listen. If a mod ever asks you to drop a topic, or, you know, politely says, hey, let's move on, maybe you should just fucking do it. God damn. Who's this person who is like egging them on? Hold on. Yeah, Kiema Des. Anything stupid out of your fucking fingertips and you get it as well. Like, I don't know why this like side conversation was going on and it literally has nothing to do with anything, but you can get fucked. It's okay. I'm confused too. Like, what even was this? Like, go DM each other, you fucking weirdos. Anywho, it's fine. Look, if you don't, it's fine. You don't have to be confused about it. It probably doesn't apply to you then. Everybody wants to be a bumblebee when they're swingy swing. Enemy by Snorlax from the album Snorlax Sleepover. I love that. This is a bop. Anywho, I was saying, anyone who has a hobby that they hide, Oron is the correct answer. And it's funny because, so I've been writing these minis, I call them, which are 150 word-ish scripts primarily for TikTok. Excuse me. And it's tricky because like nothing going on in the TikToks is canon. They're just little tidbits of fun character things, right? Like it's not that deep, fam. But one of the ideas I had was listener asking Oron if he has any hobbies. And I've also had D&D on the brain. So he's like, what do you mean, like playing a tabletop game in some middle-aged man's basement? Like, and it just makes me laugh because it's not confirmed in the plot yet, but I've teased that he likes to write and he likes books. And Faust, so it is kind of confirmed in the plot, because Faust says, I know you, bookworm, and he like talks about how he how he was a nerd when they were growing up. So we just a little morsel. All right, Kiema, get fucked. Bye. Get interested in these nuts. How about that? How about that? You got D's nuts by YuuriVoice. God. One day, like I want, in due time, Oron will be more than who he is right now. Zoe Septic, what made you start doing roleplay audios? I feel like I've answered that like twice now. Cinnamon asked a very good question. Will you change the character playlist to not have the Bittersweet episodes in them? So that when people haven't listened to the plot, but they want a specific character, they don't get spooked by sudden Bittersweet drama. Just a curious thing. I've been thinking about that a lot, thinking about how I'm going to sort things and organize things. I do think what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate things out. So the plots are in specific plot playlists, because it does make more sense at this point. Listen, all right, you see it in the chat. Odd Apricot asked a question that we don't talk about. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. Mochi Panda asks, for the con I must know, are pictures allowed? Also, would you like a fin staff? Bro, you worked so hard on that fin staff. I don't want to take that from you. It is very cool though. And yeah, pictures are fine. Like, so long, I've never had anyone be weird to me at a con. Like, I've had awkwardness happen, but not weird. I'm not worried about it, but. Let's see what else. Jackie Mackey, do you know what Danganronpa is? I want to put the YuuriVoice boys in a Danganronpa simulation. We did a Hunger Games sim with the YuuriVoice boys one time. It's a good time. Let's see. Gothic Dead, would you ever voice a fairy tale character? If so, which character? Also, which is a fave character of yours? If not, Gajeel. No, I think the ship has sailed with fairy tale. And honestly, like, I wasn't crazy about fairy tale. But I was crazy about Gajeel. So, other characters that I liked though. I don't know. I don't even really remember anymore. So yeah. No, Gajeel wins. Jay is a simp asked, I was scrolling through Twitter to try and find your cat's name. What are they? They're adorable. Also, do you know what breed they are? Yeah, so they are... Oh, what have I done? Oh, I broke something. Oh, God. Hold on. Okay, I fixed it. Sheesh. So 3 ragdoll cats. I have Mochi. He's the big toasted marshmallow looking one. I have Momiji. She's the maple girl. And then Kuri is the chocolate boy. Oh, I'm almost at the end. All right, we did it. Did any Disney villains scare you as a kid? The Horn King from the Black Cauldron scared the piss out of me. Not Disney, but do you guys know in Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure, is she a truck driver? A person does a scary face. They like their eyeballs bulge and they make a spooky face, and it's super stupid. But when I was a kid, oh my god, it scared the shit out of me. Lex asked, who is your least favorite character in the series? I don't know. What series? How would Alphonse and Seth react to listener or headbutting them? Listener headbutting them. Ow, why did you do that? Would Seth eat brownies a lot? Maybe. I feel like he would like brownies, probably. Adri XOXO, the artist formerly known as Girlwood. I love Girlwood, by the way. No, that was the name, but I also, by the way, Jesus Christ, bro. To be honest, I don't see Seth as a social party dude. But I'd like to know your point of view. Is Seth that party social dude? No, I think he's definitely like Alphonse was great because he gets Seth out of his shell. I think Seth was definitely a more quiet, more like reserved type of guy. So no, I wouldn't say he's like, oh yeah, let's get fucked up, like go out and do shit type of guy. I don't know. Jackie Mackey asked, have you ever tried Nerds gummy clusters? If not, you need to try them. Oh, they are fantastic. But as I was like eating them, it reminded me of kitty litter. So. Anywho. That's it. That's all the questions. We've made it. I feel good about that. I don't know how long the stream has even been. It doesn't tell me, but sweet. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. That's just how it went. 2 hours, that feels about right. I'm trying to, for those of you who wonder why I keep like floating off into space, I'm trying to figure out text on the Guzma thumbnail. And I don't know, I'm struggling to settle on something. I had fun. It was good. I had a good time. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else to tease, but I don't think so. I gotta watch. bought a watch. I've been accessorizing lately, you know, trying to step my game up, you know. You know how it goes. Oh, I don't have my... So I went to a psychic fair, and you know, I'm into that stuff. I got my cards read. It was a very great reading. She was wonderful. And I was checking out the other stuff. Got my aura photographed. That was a fun time. It was incredibly like underwhelming. I don't have the vibe rings on. I was gonna get to that. There was a tungsten ring, and I like wearing rings, and I needed just a black band. So I go and I am trying out some, and I find one, and I'm like, sweet, I love this. And excuse me. And they're like, oh, now see, all of our rings, they all have a frequency. And she starts trying to sell me on it, and I'm like, cause like, listen, if that's your vibe, no pun intended, cool. But for me, I just wanted a cool tungsten ring. And she proceeds to have me do a carnival trick, basically, where it's like, see, this is going to help with inflammation. It can help you with a billion things. Da 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 da. See, here's our giant list of things it can help you with. And I'm like, cool, man. It's a very nice, like, it's a nice ring. Easiest sale this lady ever had to make. Like, I literally walked up and said, I'll take that. And she still made me jump through the hoops. And she had me, she's like, okay, stick your arms out. Stick your arms out. And she presses down on my arms, and nothing happens. And she's like, okay, now stand on one leg and stick your arms out. And I'm like, I have shitty balance, but okay. And I'm like, you know, like my knees are shot too. I'm like, what the fuck? I just wanted to buy your stupid overpriced ring. And stick my arms out, and surprise, I tilted to the side that I had lifted my leg up on. She's like, see, there it is. See, see now the ring. I'm like, yeah, you're right. The ring. And I put the ring on, and surprise, when I did it again, she didn't fucking push down as hard on my... I'm like, why are you... Like, listen, if you're into that sort of thing, I 100% believe that at the very least, the placebo effect is real. And if you believe it, I do believe that that kind of like changing your thinking can alleviate at least your conscious focus on a problem, at the very least. And I was just like, thanks. And I'm like holding my card up now. I'm like, for the love, because like they have a little table where they'll sit and they'll really sell you on this ring and the medical benefits of wearing a piece of metal on your finger. And I was like, now listen, who am I to judge? Because I, like 5 minutes after that, had a lady pull a bunch of random cards out of a deck to talk to me about stuff. You know, whatever. But I just thought it was so ridiculous, man. And it was just that interaction was the thing. I mean, listen, she paid to table there, and you know, I might have been the only sale she got all day, but she worked for it. It was an honest effort. Yeah, my reading was awesome though, and she does like parties. She will come over and like, you know, she'll do a whole group of people and hang out, and I was like, fuck, that's cool. And she was just really sweet. She had good vibes. So like I would absolutely go and see her again. Mochi's being a menace. Ooh, Mochi, hey, don't do that. Ooh. Ooh. I like. Mochi, hey, don't do that. Yeah, anywho, there's a reason why I'm stalling. Oh, I'm torn. Do people read cursive these days, right? Bittersweet's in cursive. The text is cursive, so. Big Bubba, you want to be on camera? You want to be on camera, Bubba? Buddy. Okay, he doesn't want to. The Mochi, hey. Mochi. Yeah, there's no room to go back there, huh? Okay, he just wants to lay. All right. Hey, Thu, can you put 2 and 3 in the worky server? I want Thea and Jackie's opinion on it. Mochi, oh no, Bubba, no, there's no room. He wants to walk behind the screens, but there's no room anymore. Hey, Mochi, why is he like this? Gothic Dead says, how do you feel about minors in the fandom? Here's the thing. There's plenty of safe for work content for you to interact with. But have an understanding that I have boundaries and I do things that you should not interact with. And I don't like, I want to know you. I want nothing to do with that. Like, I do make plot content that people can have, comfort content that's fine for people. But like, just don't be fucking weird is my biggest thing. And Mochi agrees. It's like, it's one of those things where it's an unavoidable truth, but like, you know, don't turn it into a thing and it's not a thing. So that's how I feel about that. Hey, stop. He's being so bad. Mochi. Cinnamon asked, will Alphonse be a big boy and play a horror game like Ib or Mori, or play more mainstream games. I want to play The Quarry, which I don't think it's actually going to be that scary. That's probably like where my line is, because I'm a baby, and therefore Alphonse streaming is a baby. Yeah, Lex, I don't have a least favorite character. Like, I mean, Derek, I guess, but like, it's my series. I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, I fucking can't stand that character. I created them. They all serve their purpose in the way that I determine and designate. So Morge asked, how was Nope? I watched it and it was good, but the abduction scene freaked me out. I love Nope. I tweeted about it, spoiler free. I'm not really gonna, I don't want to invite a conversation, no spoilers, etc. Please. I thought it was great. And you know you've done something right if Logan Paul thinks that you made a bad movie. That's my opinion. No, I think it was fantastic. And you know, EC says, I've seriously considered getting a cat lately, but I'm not as familiar with them as dogs. Any advice or things you wish you knew before you got your kitties? I had cats for so long that excuse me. I had cats for so long that I never really had to learn. I just inherently knew, because I don't remember never not having cats. Also, excuse me if you heard that. Also, I was doing Instagram Q&A, and in one of my questions, somebody said something, I don't remember, but I like had to burp. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm posting it. It is like, for all you people who ask about bloopers, this is what 99% of them would be. I think the big thing is make sure that you have scratch posts. Make sure that you have toys and things for them to mark and feel comfortable and to feel like it's theirs. A big part, and I think this goes with just about every animal, is making them feel like they've got a space. Make them know, like, hey, this is your thing. This is, is this your bathroom? This is your bathroom. Hey, it's your area. This is where your scents are. This is where it's your spot. And it doesn't always work out that way. Like, cats will want to scratch what they want to scratch. Like, I'll give you an example of something I had to give up on, because no matter what I tried, Mochi in particular really likes chewing on door stoppers. And I tried the don't chew this spray that would make it taste bad. And for a long time, he didn't even notice they were there and didn't mess with them. But eventually, he started gnawing all of the plastic pads off of them, and sometimes taking them off the wall entirely. Sometimes you just gotta accept that you have lost the battle. But on the other hand, my curtains have survived. The cats have never been curtain climbers. Don't know how I managed to do that. Just stuff like that. Have a couple of water bowls around. Cats don't always drink as much as they need to. So instead of like, oh, this is the food and water area, maybe keep a water bowl somewhere else that they like to be, because cats are kind of like me with snacks. I see it, suddenly I want it. But if I don't know it's there, then I'm not snacking on it. Just like a cat will be walking by, be like, oh, water, drink the water. Now, I used to have mine spread out, but my cats actually found a favorite spot to drink. Don't know what it is, but the placement of the bowl makes the water taste better. It's science. And that is in the living room by the kitchen. I have 3 water bowls sitting there, and those bowls get emptied. Like, they drink a lot of water. So, yeah, other than that, like, Jackie's right, playing with them, because, like, a cheat code is to have 2, because they do play together and they tire each other out. But, you know, having spaces for them to go and, you know, have some toys. Like, tiring a cat out can be like a tried and true classic for me is the 3-tiered or 4-tiered plastic balls in a ring. And they love that. They will play with that for 10 minutes and they're like, okay, and then they'll fall asleep. Jackie Mackey says, I know this isn't a question, but you were amazing in Voice of an Angel with Darian. I'm so glad. I haven't done... Oh, I did not mean to mute that. I did not mean to... Stop. I didn't mean to mute. I haven't done a whole lot of collaborations and stuff lately, just because... For those of you who've been around, know that collaborating with people is tough sometimes. I have my friends and they're good, and if I need help getting a voice or something, you know I can tap them. I'd love to do something with Darian, give him a spot doing something, even if it's like a one-shot series of something. Like Darian's voice, for those of you who don't know, Darian Audio, he has a fantastic voice. His accent is buttery, and he's just always been a super professional, very sweet guy. So I can't say enough nice things about Darian. Got to play D&D with him once upon a time. That was a joy. He's a cool dude, man. So I'm glad that he enjoys and obviously I'm glad that his listeners enjoy my character, who I didn't intend for it to basically be Charlie, but I did go for that. Hi, Register. Hey, boss. Hey, what's going on? I didn't know that was gonna be a thing, but as I got more comfortable with Charlie, I was like, oh shit, that is basically the voice I used. Yeah. Jay's a Sim asks, which of your cats did you get first? Also, does Alphonse have freckles? I don't think he does. I don't believe he has freckles. And so Momiji, okay, so technically Toshi is a boy, my orange tabby, that I got from a cat cafe, and he got super attached to my mom pretty instantaneously, actually. I wanted to bond with a cat, and he was just like, you're kind of weird. I'm like, oh, okay. But I had my cat Tom at the time, rest in peace to the OG. And as he got older, he really connected with me. Like, he really liked being around me. He'd like to come sleep with me, like to be held. We got cool. We got tight, because he'd go outdoors. He'd go do his own thing all the time. So he was never like he was certainly not an indoor cat, and he certainly wasn't my cat. We had a phase where we were really close, but then I was a teenager, so I was going out a lot. We weren't always doing stuff together. But then as he got older and I was home more, yeah, we bonded. We were super close. He was a great cat. So I didn't feel like, oh man, Toshi's not mine. Well, Tom readopted me as a cat dad. But Tom passed, and we had a third cat, who also passed shortly after, and it was sad. But the house was very quiet, and it was sad. So after I almost got a dog, but I don't have it in me to be a good puppy dad, because like to raise a dog and have it be a socialized, trained, excellent dog, which is the kind of dog that I would like to be that good of a dog dad. I just didn't have it in me to put in the work. And I think it's important to recognize when you don't have it in you to put in the work, because that's how you get a misbehaving nuisance of a dog, because you didn't show them how to be a good dog. You didn't show them how to behave and how to be prepared for noises or for being alone or for all that. And if I wasn't able to give that to a dog, then I didn't want to do it, even though I love dogs. I really love dogs. I've had dogs my whole life, and I love dogs, but I just don't think I had it in me. But I did have cats in me. I think I'm a pretty good dad for the cats. So I got Momiji first, and that is my princess, basically. She is super needy for me, and I adore her. So she was still very young, and within the first few months I was like, hey man, I love this cat, and I think it would be wise to have a sibling for her to grow up with, because it would be a lot harder. Because the thing about girl cats is, like, they're a girl boss. Female cats can be very girl bossy. And you need to introduce a sibling younger, probably, to have a more seamless transition. So I got Mochi, and she was very mad. She was like, Dad, what is this? Now he's laying in your arms on the desk. That's my thing. He learned that from me. And I'm like, I know, honey, but it's fine. And she got over it. And then I got a third cat. And the third cat, Kuri, was because I moved down here to Texas, and my house is pretty big, and I am a single person in this house alone. So it felt like, get a third cat, it'll be fine. And then, surprise, my mom moved down here, and Toshi's here now while she's staying. So four, and that is my max. Like, 4 is too much. Thankfully, like, there's multiple spots in the house where cats can be cats, and there's litter boxes, and they're safe, and it's not a mess for me. But yes, and I wanted to get Kuri because they were still young, and it's like, well, shit, I really want a chocolate rag doll, so let's do it while they're young. And then if she ends up going to her own place, Calico, maybe, I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, anywho, I was trying to that okay, the reason why I'm doing all of this is because I was waiting for a thumbnail. All right, we're going with number 2. They were both good options. I did not hate. Oh, you have one more? Okay, all right. What the fuck? Why does the eye look like that? Yeah, chat's calm down because we're fucking 3 hours into this stream. And the crux of the stream. Oh shit. Oh shit. Well, I thought that I had made up my mind. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. All right. Okay. Okay. Nah, we'll go with that one. Yeah, I'm going with that one. This one does have a little bit of a telenovela vibe to it, but I like that. Like, I actually like it. That, and I think having it not in cursive is a good idea. All right. So I've been drawing this out because I wanted to schedule the Guzma audio and give you guys the link to it. All right, let's expand on. Yo, we are out of YouTube, heck. I'm so glad. Okay, so thumbnail. Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that, boy. Okay, and we're gonna tag template for Guzma. Where's the button? Hello? The camera's in my way. There we go. Spicy. This better not flop, boy. All right. Schedule. Schedule. I can't see past the camera. Fuck. All right, so that's Monday. Monday. Set as a premiere. The time. I'm over here ducking and dodging. Yeah. Do I not get to set up the premiere? What the fuck? No. You fucking shit. God damn it. All right, hold on. Yo, can I fucking complain about something real quick? On the old Link Banished Knight series, someone commented, are you gonna turn this into a series? Because if not, I might steal it for a fanfic. Yo, if I caught them in the street, right in the throat. The fuck you mean you're just gonna steal my fucking idea? Imagine saying that just brazenly. Like, they just said it. Like, are you stupid? I was really spicy in the reply. I was like, with an attitude like that, I wish you luck in all your future endeavors. Like, imagine being that dumb. Set as a premiere. Done. Okay. Okay, I did it this time. All right, Premiere Classic. What if we did, like... Yeah. Trailer for my merch, boy. Okay. Are we ready? Am I hitting this button? Oh, that's sexy. Okay, hold on. I'm about to link it. Obviously open this in a different tab, but go set your reminders. Because Monday, Guzma is coming. It was so silly. Anywho, I love the thumbnail. Thank you, Thu. Everyone say thank you, Thu. Without Thu, we would not have a lot of things, actually. Like, I was like thinking through the list. I'm like going through a Rolodex of like Guzma, Jackie. So am I right identifying that you went kind of thick on the lines? Is that why he looks so crispy to me? He looks fantastic. God, I love that boy. I do love that boy. If you had the chance, would you do a con in Australia? Yeah, I mean, fuck, I've got a lot of friends in Australia. I'd love an excuse to go. As in, like, they would have to pay me to go because it's a lot of money to go down under. But I, you know. Jess K, this is stupid. What are you the one that wanted to steal my idea for a fic? You're stupid. So silly. Anywho, I just want to say there's the link. Thank you for coming out. I appreciate y'all. But not the rude people. Why are people so weird, man? I don't know. Yo, I'm ready for tomorrow. Because Seth is back. Yeah, anywho. Thanks for coming out. Thank you for not being weird, chat. Thank you all for participating and being wonderful. And yeah, I will talk to you soon. Bye for now.